Shalom everyone, I'm going to continue this fantastic series of the Daf Yomi. We're on page number 95 of Masechet Zevachim. We're learning about what's in a name on today's page of the Gemara now. If some of the blood we've learned about a korban, a chatat, falls upon a garment of the Kohen, of the priest, while it is in the process of being applied to the altar, to the Mizbeach, the garment must be cleaned, and let's say the cleansing must be carried out in the sanctuary, as we learned about Parshat Tzav, which we spoke about before. Now, there's a catch-22 over here, friends. It seems to prevail. One of the 7 ingredients required, let's say, for this laundering process, which is actually described about, is Mei Raglaim. This is everyone who Mei Raglaim. So everyone who includes, let's say, in his daily prayers, sections of the temple, the Bet HaMikdash, dealing with the incense offered in the Bet HaMikdash, is familiar with the rule that even though Mei Raglaim might have been a useful ingredient, let's just say, in the incense formula, it was not used because one may not bring Mei Raglaim to the sanctuary, to the Bet HaMikdash in of itself, out of respect for its holiness. So, how could it, let's say, be brought in order to launder the chatat, blood, respectively over here? Now, the process is resolved by citing the rule that each of the ingredients involved in the laundering process over here was mixed with, let's say, a tasteless saliva, which is, you can describe it. Since when the Mei Raglaim entered the sanctuary, it was already dissolved in a saliva solution, something which, let's say, was impossible in the case of an incense preparation. It was not considered disrespectful to the sanctity of the place. Okay, so that's very interesting over here. But what actually is Mei Raglaim over here? This phrase, Mei Raglaim. Now, the literal translation is water of the feet over here. Let's say, in of itself, an euphemism for urine. This is easy for us to, let's say, understand why it constitutes disrespect. Obviously, this is, I think all of us over here learning this, urine is going to be very disrespectful for the Bet HaMikdash in of itself, respectively. But you can add on more. I think the Shitam Mekubed said in Masechet Zevachim, I think in page number 8 over there, however, cites an option of Tosfot that Mei Raglaim was actually the name of a certain fragrant grass, but the very fact that its name is also applied to urine disqualified its of use of incest out of respect to the sanctuary. Now, there's, I think, room for speculation within regards to this specific topic in of itself as to whether, let's say, this option also defines Mei Raglaim mentioned in our Gemara is a laundering agent or not. You could say in the same manner as whether it occurs with a mainstream view that it is urine in of itself. But very, very interesting Gemara. So you can see even a connotation of a name of something else when it might not be, could actually be seen as inappropriate in of itself, and not the kind of thing that we want inside the sanctuary of the Bet HaMikdash in of itself. Recording this from Elad here during Jewish festival Hanukkah. Everyone have a Hanukkah Sameach and watch the daily page of Daf Yomi every single day, friends.